Eric Burgess here with Music Marketing TV, and today we're going to be checking out what you can do with a brass library inside of Melodyne. In fact, I'm going to show you how to filter the brass library so that it sounds like it's pretty much only trumpets. Let me show you. Alright, so first we need to transfer the brass instruments into Melodyne, so let's go ahead and do that, and you'll be able to hear it real quick what it sounds like. So that's what we have as our brass input. First things first, we want to get it so that it only sounds like trumpets. Brass instruments follow the Harmonic Series. And the Harmonic Series is kind of a fickle thing if you know about the Fourier series. So a square wave is made up of a bunch of odd harmonics. If you were to do a Fourier expansion of a square wave formula, you would get that. Brass instruments follow the Harmonic Series. And interestingly, if you remove these odd harmonics, it sounds like trumpets. And because Melodyne can work on a harmonic level, we're able to just drag this slider over to even, which it seems so trivial here, but it's really amazing that it lets us do this. And we will take our sound and it will sound like it's just a bunch of trumpets. So let's go ahead and hear that. So I don't know about you, but to me, this was fascinating. I'd never connected these dots before. Really, really strange. If you go the other way, you get exactly what you'd expect. You'd get a square wave. So, and in the middle, of course, we get our original back. But yeah, this even harmonic thing kind of blew my mind. So it's something definitely worth checking out, especially on material that's related to the Harmonic Series. This slider all of a sudden becomes a really, really interesting thing to mess with. There's one other thing I want to show you here inside of Melodyne. When you have something that's very, very tonal and the tones don't vary a ton while they're playing, like they're pretty much the same spectrum, you can do some really interesting things with the notes. So let's just zoom in here a little bit. I've discovered that the glides that Melodyne can produce when moving back to a correct note or back to a note that was already there sound amazingly good. So let me show you. We're going to go over to the pen tool and just drag that up. We might want to drag the others up too because this is going to be a little weird, but this glide back down, the glide sounds super good. Let me show you. That right there. Go back over here. That's so dang cool. It wasn't even there in the original. Like, we go higher. The higher you go, of course, it's going to sound less real. So I think around a half step is really the sweet spot. Now we can actually do more. We could come in here. We can actually go into the time tool. And if you right click it and go to attack speed, you're able to make this at speed. You bring it down, it makes it longer. Yeah, like that. Or we could bring it up. And keep in mind, this is on a polyphonic level. Like we're changing one transition out of a chord. This is just mind-blowing. So if we go back here, we get a really, really fast one. So you can tighten and adjust it however you want. Now, glides up, I actually find to be a tad trickier. It's kind of an odd thing to me. But glides down, no problem. So in this particular case, I think it would probably sound best if we just started on that note and glided down. Like that. And that sounds super natural. Like I would believe you if you said they just played it that way. Now what's even more interesting is if we take this information and also just go for a trumpet sound, just take the even harmonics. It sounds like the trumpets just suddenly got the ability of what a trombone player would be able to do. So this is something that is just, I didn't expect results like this to be as cool as they are or sound near as good as they do. Very, very, very interesting. If you have any questions about this, let me know. If you make something cool using these techniques or methods, let me know. I definitely think this is a way more intuitive way of making slides than it is writing it in. Because a lot of libraries require special inputs, or you got to do something that's special, or the sample just isn't the way you want, and you're basically, you can't do it because they didn't record it. This is a really, really cool go-between. Subscribe, hit that bell icon, and have a blessed